Good morning, traders. Welcome to this market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is February 25th, 2015, and today is Wednesday. So we're looking at some activity in the markets today, some major numbers coming out with some governors and Fed chairman speaking today. So let's start with the first one. GBP number coming out at 12 o'clock. Governor Carney speaking about the interest rates in the UK. Then later today we've got a few numbers coming out of the US, medium to grade level numbers. We'll discuss the markets just momentarily, but later at 5 o'clock South African time you have the FOMC member Janet Yellen speaking, which is she's continuing her speech, and then later today at 6:30 you have the ECB President Mario Draghi speaking at 6:30 South African time. So should be anticipating some sort of volatility in the markets today. Looking at the euro, not much going on. Okay, we're pretty much flatlined here, as you can see, within a 30 to 40 pip range. Nothing really massive going on here, but it'd be interesting to hear what Draghi has to say. As we know, this thing has been really pounded over the past 6 months. Nosedive here, going all the way from 140 to 113, settling at 1381, 1380. But as we look forward into this, I guess, recession for the euro, we need to see some sort of bounce. Okay, bouncing to 15 is not much of a bounce, and we kept on saying, well, maybe it'll bounce at 127. Didn't, breached it. Then we thought maybe 120 would be a bottom, and we see that at 113 we're seeing some sort of consolidation. Now, is this to say that we need to bounce back to 120? Not necessarily, and we could even go down to 100, depending on how the euro and the ECB handles their rate decisions. So I'd keep an eye on what Draghi has to say today. So if you're in front of your computers and you're trading the news, it might be a good idea to keep that on your watcher. Looking at the GBP USD, again, we're trading at 155. We consolidated a 150 level, and we did see this, and we called this a few weeks ago that we said we'd anticipate for it to come back to 155. It's hitting previous support, okay, which we breached, so we can anticipate some sort of resistance at 155. So if we do break it on the upside, we can see it going to 156, maybe even 157.30. So that would be my next target prices for these two. On the downside, I would say 153, maybe even 154-ish level to retrace back. But so far, it's grinding up, which is a good sign, and it looks like it's taking back some of its lost territory. Looking at the gold here, gold really sold off, and now it's bouncing a little bit. We sold off from 1250. We were all the way up to 1300. And now we sold off all the way down to 1200. So that's a $1,000 drop for a gold. Remember, we said that it looked like somewhat of a head and shoulders figure right here, and then made lower highs, and then finally broke down. So it looks like it's finding some sort of support at 1200. 1200 is a major number. So if I think it's the end of the move. Okay, we might retrace back to 1230, 1250-ish. level, 1245 level, that's be more correct. If we do on the upside, if we do break this 1200 level, we could definitely see 1180 again, which should be the next support on the way down. Looking at the Dow Jones, like I said, I still think we're going to go to 19,000 before the year is over, somewhere in the summer, before the summer in March, and I did anticipate this when it hit 17,100, and coming back to 18,200. And the major stocks, major performers in the U.S. are doing fantastic, so this stock will continue doing well, as you can see. So I would really continue following the Dow Jones and seeing how it's trading. There is volatility in it, and there is some follow-through, so keep an eye on that. Oil dipping below $50, found itself in resistance at $54 a barrel. Could it still see $30 a barrel? Perhaps, but we need to see that actually actualize. So I would keep that still on the radar as well. All the U.S. related, all the U.S. related currency pairs I would keep an eye on. USD Swiss franc also, to see if it's going to recount. But look at this. It's a big retracement. You see that, how you fade the market, okay, with initial reaction, and then, you know, finding itself back to where we were just last year at this stage. So, you know, in April of last year, we were trading at this level, and we're at this level here. So despite this crazy response to what happened to the dollar, you see that we're back into those normal levels. So, you know, it comes to show you that, you know, everything is sometimes a reaction in the market, and you have to take that into consideration. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day.